What's the deal, yo? It's your boy Big Will, Life After Prison TV. Gotta credit John Bravo with this body cam footage that he dug up. However he does it. You guys gotta go watch his videos. He's a funny guy. He starts off every video with "What's Watson, that bitch." He's just a funny guy. But in this video, he's gonna break down how the body cam comes out and Wes Watson goes on his little rants, and he's such a tough guy, and all he tries to do is say the guy came after him. He doesn't tell the cops that he invites people on Instagram to show up at his gym, like he did to John Bravo and everything. He does to everybody. If you interact with the guy, he thinks he's some killer, right? A 5'8", he's a big dude. Takes steroids, he works out. But he's a bitch. And in that video, they did jump him. If you watch the incident in the gym, they did jump him. But when the cops show up, you see the killer run out of everybody. The other guy, I tried to kick him, but I didn't connect. If you're gonna try and jump somebody, stand on business. Be that tough guy that you are when the cops ain't there. Yeah, the guy showed up, and he threatened Wes in a fight that Wes invited him to, right? So don't stand there and tell the cops some guy just showed up at the gym and tried to fight me. These guys do this every day. I get 9,000 people a day trying to, fight me. He doesn't tell the cops how he talks to people. How he's an alpha male, and all he does is threaten people, and they're this and they're that, and they're a bitch, and he doesn't tell the cops that he called the guy an N-word, right? And people say I can't say it because I got white skin, but I am biracial, right? But I still have respect for the colored folks, but you don't tell the cops that he called them a ninja, because it's probably a hate crime and he'll get arrested right away, right? Well, let's watch the video of Wes breaking down. And the only time he raises his voice with the cops is when they say, we're not going to arrest you. That's when he decides to get a little brave and, no, I'm pissed off. And he raises his voice when they say they're not going to arrest him. But as soon as the cops show up, he goes right into, the guy showed up and he tried to, he came to fight me and he's a monster. And then he goes right into stereotyping him. And if you look at him, you think he's a gang member and he could have a gun. Why? Because he was black? He's just a racist piece of shit. That's what he is. He's a racist piece of shit and he's a crook. That's what he is. And the people who buy his course thinking that he's going to better them is even more of a moron.
Wes Watson, that conehead piece of shit. We just saw him out on a date.
See what I did? That piece of shit. I love it. I love it. John Bravo, you are awesome. You are a funny bastard. And if West is 5'8", Little Pump's got to be 5'4", 5'2". So he wants to walk around with West because he thinks West is a big dude, right? So he thinks, I mean, he's got enough fame, right? For what? I don't know. His music is garbage, if you ask me. He should have took his own advice when he made the dropout and dropped out of music. The only reason why he got famous is because Kanye put him on, but that's neither here or there. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. It's a catchy phrase, right? But he's garbage too, anyways. So you got two piece of shit garbage guys hanging out together in Miami, blowing money that they don't deserve to have. What the hell?
It's really hard for me. How often do you actually bless them when we're when he's done on the floor, he's done on the floor. Well, he's no longer a threat until the moment he gets back up and he's ready in a fight. He has to rotate, right? So when you give the additional pieces, additional blows, whatever, that's excessive. Like, what's your? I got respect for you guys, but yeah, you guys saw Buck attack me, and I'm sitting here like bro, I'm leaving. Stop lying, all of you. Straight up. I do have a point, so quit trying to make yours.
See all of that tough guy, rah rah. That all came out after. After they told him he's not gonna go to jail and it's just gonna be, they'll have to take it up with the courts and that's when he started to rah rah, stop your lying and what lying what? All they're doing go by is telling him what the law is. Because he wanted them to say what he wants. He's the type of guy who tries to intimidate you and push you into saying things that he wants you to say, right? He's a piece of shit.
Wes Watson, that conehead piece of shit. We just saw out on a date, 5-star restaurant with little pump, and they were enjoying themselves. They were both running around with purses on their shoulders, in the mall, shopping, right, buying each other presents. But then I was thinking, after I saw they took a ride in the Bugatti, maybe little pump should consider
What
changing
the
his
fuck
name
outfit is that?
to Big Pump. Because who knows what Wes tried to pump him up with. But then, remember what Wes said? Nothing comes out when he tries to do it. But I really, and I can't really bust a nut in, it's really hard for me.
See that tattoo he's got on his head? It says SD. You gotta go watch it. You gotta go back and watch John Bravo. His films on his videos on West. It's funny. He says the SD on his head stands for what he likes to do to a guy when he was in prison. He was down on his knees and he's telling him what he likes to do. And then he says, but if you look at it, it's funny because he says, you got that stupid tattoo right there and it looks like a comb over, like a piece of hair to comb over. And if you look at the video when he's standing there, that's exactly what it looks like. I thought the same thing and then I heard John Bravo say he is a funny dude. Oh, go watch his videos. You gotta tap into John Bravo. Look at it.
Now let's go back a little. Remember the fight Elevation Fitness with Wes Watson and the 7-foot monster because Wes was putting challenges out online, including challenging me, but I knew not to go because I knew this asshole doesn't fight fair. The 7-foot monster knows he gets hit with weapons, he gets his eyes gouged, he gets his ponytail pulled,
And if you don't know by what he means by pegging is Wes Watson's girlfriend, Gabby. If you look at her profile on Instagram and OnlyFans and shit, she says that she likes to wear strap-ons and stuff. And his ex-wife, I think her name is Danielle, if I'm not mistaken, but Wes Watson's ex-wife, don't quote me on her name, I'm not sure if it's Danielle, but her last name is Watson. But she says that Wes used to like her to put a strap on and give it to him from behind. And she thinks that him being in jail all them years, he was gay for the stay. So, could be. So he's supposed to be a big gangster, right? And you know the number one code is you just shut up and you let your lawyers fight it and you take it to court. And not Wes, right away. But he assaulted me. Cops came, we watched it, and that was it. But he assaulted me. This is crazy. Are they gonna let me go? You're a big criminal. You're a big convict, right? You're a felon. You've been there for 10 years. You'll go back and do time again. You don't care. Don't matter. Get arrested and do your time. He always preaching this and I'll go back to jail and I'm this and I'm... If you want to jump somebody and you want to try to slap or hit people that are littler than you, you do the crime, you do the time, Wes. Don't cry about it later. But that's just Wes Watson. All he does is cry to the cops when they come, 'cause he's a bitch. And you know, everyone will say the guy pushed Wes first, right? When Wes called him on, and they say the guy was sitting across on the bike, just watching, right? And they say then he put his phone down so he can become famous. Well, he might have put his phone down for clout, just to record it, right? But he also put his phone down because the guy was sitting there with 4 guys. And he did it because he figured, oh, these 4 assholes, they're going to do something wrong, right? They're going to jump me. And they say, oh, he was just sitting over there staring at me and just... Well, because you called him onto a fight. So the guy went there and he said, let me sit down and wait and let's see if, you know, the other 3 guys go somewhere. And then I'll ask him, hey, remember me? This is... And they didn't go nowhere. So the guy said, well, you know, fuck this. I'm going over to see what's going on. And so he did. And he walked over. And when he walked over and said, you invited me down to fight, or whatever they said, but you invited me over Instagram to fight, well, here I am. And when you got 4 guys that, you know, they all stand up together, the guy was defending himself, too. They were standing up. He thought he was getting jumped and attacked. So the first thing he did was just push Wes off. Now, for 4 guys to start attacking him for that, he didn't touch one other person. Like, why would they just attack him, right? Because they figure, oh, later, if we don't help Wes and jump him, later we're going to be, hey, you're a pussy, you didn't help. If Wes would have lost, you're a pussy, you're a pussy, you're... So they all chipped in some way or another. Some kicking, some punching, some hitting him with a barbell, but all bullshit stuff. And then they go, oh, he's a 7-foot monster. Well, you're the one that's always online saying that you're 6 foot, 6'1", when you're wearing your little Converse high heel sneakers. You got a little platform sneaker. That's alpha male of you. When you're wearing platform sneakers to give you a little 2-inch boost. Now, these all things that I might be talking shit about Wes, and maybe there's a lot of these that like him, but I don't. I just think he's a coward. He's a bully, and he talks shit because he does steroids and he works out. So he thinks that when he sees people that are not as physically formed as he is, right? And I give credit where credit's due. He's a big dude. He works out daily. He's a big dude. But that still don't mean that he's tough. That still don't mean that he's a killer. Just because he works out. As big as he is, when he was hitting that guy on the ground, and you can go back and look for the gym fight, when he had the guy on the ground, and the blows he was hitting when that guy straight to his face, that guy should have been knocked out. But he ain't got that power. He's just a big dude. He ain't got that power, though. Now again, I'm straight up in West's defense. He's a big dude. This dude's a big dude. He's got some cut to him. He's got some, like he works out, some a little physique to him. And the guy's huge, right? With the 6'8", 6'9", he's a big dude, right? Should West have fought him? Well, he did what he said. The guy invited him down. The guy approached him, and West, he says I told him to turn around and walk away. I call bullshit. I think he said to him when he seen him, I don't want to fight, because he thought it was just him and the dude, and they were alone, right? He didn't know his friends were going to jump in. So when he seen this monster, oh shit, this dude's bigger than me. Approach him and ask him for a fight. Hey, like he said to the cops, I told him I don't want to fight. Why not? But then he goes into from one breath, I told him I don't want to fight. To the next thing, well, when I'm in, I want to incapacitate someone until they fucking stop moving. He could pull a gun out on me. My job is to, you either fight or fight, he said. And you fight to the death. Come on. He's a bitch. And just for a little, a side note, you don't go to a gym by yourself when you got an asshole like someone like Wes Watson you're dealing with. Cause you know already that he's the type that he likes people. Wes likes the attention too. He's a clout chaser too, right? So he's gonna have people around him all the time. He's he's another Jack Dorsey. He's a little bitch. The only word I can come up with. So Wes didn't know if this dude was 7 foot. Could he fight? Is he an MMA fighter? Can he? Is he a kickboxer? He didn't know. So when he asked him and his friends, maybe they knew ahead of time. Hey, if this 7 foot dude come in, we'll see what it is. He said, I just want to go home. I feel sick. I don't want to be arrested. And the video goes on. Like John says, it's a 35-minute video. But let me know what you all think. Is he bad? Should he been charged? The guy approaching him and him fighting, self-defense, yeah, was one thing. But when they all jump him, it's another thing. When the guy is down on the ground and the threat is neutralized and they keep kicking and punching him, is that excessive force? Should they be charged? Let me know what you all think. Hit that like and subscribe button. Credit John Bravo for this video. Go watch his videos over on YouTube. His content is it's amazing. He's got some good stuff, and he's a funny guy. He is funny. Let me know what you all think. Wes Watson is his body cam footage of the gym where he cops deuces like a little biatch. Good shit, John Bravo. I'll see you all in the next one. It's your boy Big Will, Life After Prison TV. Peace.